Heather Gamer 93 here, and welcome to episode 30 of building the Minecraft city. Now, what I'm going to need to do, though, is I'm going to actually need to do some adjustments real quick, though, because I need to remember all the materials I'm going to need, though, for building this train station that I was mentioning about. So, wait, what the heck? Nautilus armor? Interesting. Wait, that is... Huh? Netherite horse armor? What? When did that become a thing? I understand copper, but the netherite? That's new. But anyways, besides that though, I'm gonna need those. I'm gonna need this platform piece too, though. There we go. Okay, so I created now, like I mentioned though, yesterday though, I will create a playlist, and the playlist has already been created. And I'm watching my own tutorials on how to make this train station.
This is the layout, though. With the red concrete as the platform, the black concrete as the tunnel. So,
I'm missing one block. Sea lanterns. Yoink.
that's what we're working on the tunnel, though. And these are the materials we're going to need. Now, obviously, though, we're going to need an add-on. Now, if you're playing on Bedrock Edition, though...
Oh, I forgot about putting the add-on in the description. Darn it. Yeah, I'm gonna need to go back and add that at some point, though. But I can't do it right now, though, because I'm recording.
What we're going to start off, though, is we're going to start off by destroying all this black concrete here, though. Concrete around this, though. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 19.
Okay, so the tunnels are supposed to be 19 blocks up each, though. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Oh, I need the grass block back out. I had a feeling I was going to need that at some point. There we go. There we go. No, not there. No, no. Ah! Stupid stick drift. Ah! Stick drift. There we go. Oh, not there. Now I'm making the entire train station though as well though. Now I will be skipping some of the steps though, just to make it easier on myself. But I also realized something. I put some of the blocks in the wrong spot, like right here. That's not supposed to be like that. It's supposed to be 3 blocks out for the wall though, like that, like this. Now I'm just gonna do one tunnel at a time though, as well though, just to make it easier on myself. Now, like I said though, I have to build the entry. Now, the reason why though I haven't built the parking lot yet though for the train station is because I need to build the entryway first though to help me get a better picture of how I'm going to handle the parking lot though. So I just want to double check something real quick though. Is this actually 13? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. It is 13. Okay, good. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. There we go. There we go. Okay, good. No, that doesn't belong there. Now, this is also the second Minecraft tutorial I ever made on my channel, though, as well, though. The second tutorial, though. The first one, though, is the wooden house, though, from the older version of the construction handbook. But unfortunately, though, that one had to come to an end because I kept forgetting to do the maze, though. And every time I look back at the maze, though, it looks so complicated to make. So unfortunately, though, there will be no maze on that one, unfortunately. Now, what I will plan on doing, though, is I will plan on making a third tutorial, though, to build a mansion, though, for the city world as well, though. There we go. Nicely done. I did the tunnels already, though. Now, the one thing I need to focus on, though, is the tunnel lights.
So when it's all fixed. Now what we're going to need to do, though, is we're going to grab our sea lantern. So, and then on the fourth block, though, of each side, which I will break each fourth block, though, to show you what I'm talking about. Like this. This is where you're going to have to put the sea lantern.
So according to the tutorial I made, though, the sea lanterns go in a pattern like this. But that's obviously going to change stuff when I do the platform areas, though. But not there. No, there. There we go. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we got it in the light stuff for the tunnel. There we go. Perfect. Okay. Now, here's the thing, though. I do know one thing, though. Is that I need to extend out the pattern, though. But do it a bit differently, though. But I need to remember, like, what... Oh, wait. I have to go to the platform so to figure that out, I think. Right? I don't think so, because I did the tracks, though, in this episode, too, though.
Tunnels are now finished. Now it's time to work on the longer tunnels, which are over here. Now, now obviously the length, right, like the width though, is going to be the same though. The width is the same, but not the length. The length is actually going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Sorry for not talking though. I'm trying to focus on my tutorial that I made, because this is my own custom train station, though, with obviously only one add-on, though, unfortunately. Now, obviously, though, you guys can't build this yourself, though, but I would recommend getting the add-on first, though, which after this video is while this video is uploading, I will go back into the description and fix it. Just so you guys have the proper add-on though you're gonna need.
Of the exact tunnel, though, is big.
Now I need to figure out the like between each tunnel though. I'm thinking it's 24 though, but I don't remember. And I need to find that out though.
Tutorial's done though, so then I can go back to this as well though. But the train can collect final product as well though. Last specific need to do with that, it's like pay for euro. That's all I use.
Now I did mention though in the video, in the recording though, of part 1, which is actually going to be that which is true that I'm not putting it in euros because I don't live I don't live anywhere in Europe. I live in the United States. So if anybody watches my videos and they're like, for example, in Europe, I need to actually add the currency of the mine coins rather than add the ones for US dollars, or in this case, USD. I think it was like towards the end, I think I did it though.
What I could do is I could actually do all 3 platforms in one episode though. But the fact that I only have a maximum recording time limit of an hour though, because now the menu now what to do though is I'm also going to do the pathway though of the I'm also going to do like the pathway though of like between each tunnel though as well though. I'm going to do that real quick though as well though. But there's a catch to this though. You see what these red concrete blocks are though? This can't even start the platform though. But what I'm going to do though is I'm not doing the actual platform though. I'm just doing underneath the platform though, which is different.
That is true. Underneath the platform is different though. Think of the tunnel, for example, though, like this.
This block right here, though, make sure it lines up with that tunnel over there, though. Which the amount of space now between each tunnel, though, is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24.
I was right. It was 24. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. I was right, it was 24 though, but I wanted to double check though to be on the safe side. No, okay, I thought this was like that tunnel over there that I was doing first though. I'm actually doing this tunnel over here first though. But the thing is though, what we're actually going to do though is I'm actually going to need to break. I'm actually going to break all the 24 though, just to make it easier on myself. First though. Obviously don't need to fill in this though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. There we go. Nice. Oop, not that block yet. Yeah, buddy. There we go. Now, obviously, though, like what I need to do though is like at some point. Now, I haven't, now, obviously, though, now, Thursday and Friday, now, just kind of like last week a little bit, though, this week is a bit different, though. The reason for my days off, though, because this time, though, I only have off Thursday and Friday this week, rather than Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Now, obviously, I know Saturday wouldn't be permanent, though. I knew that. But if Friday's permanent, though, I'll take it. If Friday's permanent, though, but I doubt Friday's permanent, too, though. I doubt that. Though, but if it is, I'll be happy. If not, oh well. Now, the reason why I have the platform block, though, at the ready, though, is because once I complete the gravel, though, I'm going to add the tracks, and then I'm going to add the platforms in, just to make it easier on myself, though. No, not there. Maybe adding the platforms first, though, would be a better idea, so I don't mess up, though. But there is something I just realized, though. Okay. I'm gonna add these in a bit, though. I'm not gonna add them right now, because I gotta finish up with the tunnels first, though. I'll add those when I start doing the platforms, though. Now, I have to remember. Now, what I could do, though, is this. I could, like, continue, like, the pattern, though. Like, above the platform, though, as well, though. I could actually do that, though, but I'd rather finish off the tunnels first, though. So, yeah. So, let me just stick this in my inventory for right now, though. Just for right now. And let's continue off with the tunnels. So, it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. It is 31 blocks out for each tunnel. So, which is going to make my life so much easier, in my opinion. That I'm just doing this first, though. That I'm just clearing out the area for it, though. Now I also do know the pattern, though, for the what's it called, for the main entrance area, though. Now I do also realize, though, that when I create the parking lot, though, I do realize that it's gonna need to be kind of small, though. The parking lot's gonna be kind of small, though, because the fact that it's gonna be right here, though, but the entryway is gonna be like right here, though. So I'm gonna need to figure out a way to do the parking lot, though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. There we go. Because what I had to do, though, is I had to do some trial and error for when I did the thing for like the first platform, though. I had to do some trial and error, though, with that one as well, though. And the reason why there was trial and error, though, is because I had to fix the tunnel, because I had to do the platform lights up, like right above the platform. So I had to do that, though, which took up a lot of time, though, to do, though. I'm not gonna lie. Because I need to find, like, the right pattern, though, which I eventually did. Find the right pattern. Now, before I add the tracks, though, I'm gonna need to add in the tunnel walls, though, first. go. Now, like I said though, I'm gonna need to figure out the parking lot design though. No, at some point though, which I'm gonna save for a future episode, of course though. Here we go. Then now I gotta stack this up another 2 more times though. Now another video idea that I had in mind though was Spider-Man Miles Morales though, but only for live streaming. But I'll need to like delete all my save progress though and start from scratch though. But what I want to do though is I actually want to get past one of the things first though before I like do any live streams about it though. Because of how difficult one of the things are though for me. It's causing me a lot of stress. It's one of the things to 100% complete the game. So I have like a save where I can do that on though. But the problem is though, well I have another save though that I can do it on though, but what I want to do though is I actually want to get past like the stealth ones first, the stealth missions first though, and then like, you know, and then what I want to do eventually do though is then because I want to get past all the stealth ones first though, but I kind of want to do it on recording though. Trying to think of it though. So I'm gonna need to create a whole new save for video, for like the live streaming though as well though, and I will create a playlist though for it though. Now I already have some of the trophies though for it though. What I need to do though, but what I'm gonna need to do though is I'm gonna need to actually like I want 100% complete the game though. That's what I want to do. I want 100% complete Miles Morales though, like on recording though. And try to platinum the game though as well though, but I'm gonna need to look up tutorials though on how to actually like get past it though, you know, to actually get some of the trophies though that I'm gonna need though. Now some of them though I already know how to get though, but it's gonna be very tricky though because one of them though requires me to do 100 combo. But I think I have that one though. I am not 100% sure though. I'll need to go back and check though. But I do plan on live streaming though, Spider-Man Miles Morales though at some point. I just haven't decided when yet. Obviously, because not only is the game difficult though, but now what I could do though is I could do it on each different difficulty though, but I'm not ready for that level yet though, because of my anxiety. So my plan is simple though. To do it on not friendly neighborhood though, but just friendly though. To still give me a bit of a challenge, but not too difficult of a challenge, you know? But obviously though, like what I plan on doing though is like the main game first though. Or what I could do is like I could just do like a video for each mission though, and then do a live stream on like completing everything else afterwards. I could actually do that though, to make it easier on myself though actually, come to think of it. Kind of like when I'm doing Security Breach for example. I did videos until I got to 6 AM, and then when I got to 6 AM I was doing live streams. I could do that though actually. That seems like a much easier idea in my opinion. But then I'll need to create a whole new save for that though. Now, the thing is, though, I was able to actually pull off one of the trophies, though, by complete accident, though. Now, I need to go back, though, and see what trophies I still need, though. Because if I want to platinum the game, though, I want to do it on recording, though. Now, like I also said though about the part. Now, this is just a future idea though for obviously the things though for Miles Morales though. It is a future video like series idea though. But I just don't know when I'm going to be able to actually do that, though. Because of the breakup I had yesterday. It actually got so bad, though, to the point where I actually cried at work yesterday. Yeah, that's true. I did cry at work yesterday. Because of it. And I'm not the one that normally cries at work, though. Because, well, I never cried at work before, though. But this is actually the very first time I actually ever cried at a job, though. Now, I have worked before, though, but it was under, like, a pay-to-work experience, though. Through one of my state agencies, though. I'm not gonna mention which one it is, though. Due to personal reasons. But what I did though is this. So I worked 3 other times. 2 summers and winter to fall and fall to winter 2023. Basically from October to December 2023. There we go. Perfect. Okay. So now I just gotta do the roof real quick. There we go. Now, the reason why I can't do the white sea lanterns though, as I originally initiated though for the plan though, and the reason why though is because I don't have I can only have 3 add-ons though in this world, unfortunately, which is the trains, the cars, and the Road Plus add-on though, unfortunately, which does suck though. Because I really wanted to have like a furniture add-on though, but unfortunately I cannot though, or else my game crashes though. And I don't like it when my game crashes. I really don't. Now I also realized something though, actually. Okay, so now that that's all finished though, what I can then do now though is now I can grab this out. I can stick that in my inventory. So I need to stick the tracks in my inventory as well though. So let me grab this out so I can stick the tracks in my inventory. I don't need the wall trims anymore though. I don't need that anymore. I definitely don't need that anymore. Okay, so now what we need to do now though is now I'm gonna need to work on the platforms though. Now I just need to figure out the width of the platforms though, which if I remember correctly I think was like 13 I think, or 12. I don't remember. But this right here can actually help me out though. With this one though. So I can figure out exactly like how many blocks out I need to go though. Like this middle section right here though. This middle section here can actually help me out with that. Now, like I also said though, is I was also going to give out like, now what I could do though is, now in the final tutorial though, there is like punch hole tickets though as part of the train add-on though. Oh, I just gotta find it here for the tickets real quick though. I think it's underneath this, I think, right? Tickets. No, that's not there. Nope. That's not. New. Oh! Interesting. Oh, wait. So the pilot hats, the airplane turbine, and the pilot black hat and the old pilot hat are actually part, and the obviously the white pilot hat as well, they are all part of 3.0. Interesting. Nice. Anyways, though, what I now need to do is I now need to focus on this part right here. Now, this does have a specific design to it, though, that I do remember. Instead of it being on the 4th block, though, it's going to be on the 3rd block. Like that. To where there's a 4-block gap in between the tunnel and the light. There we go. Nice. Now that this is now that the tunnels are gonna be completed though, like fully completed though. There we go. Okay. Now, even though I didn't label each one, though, like, Platform 1 is going to be right by the entrance, though, so over here will be Platform 1, Platform 2, and Platform 3. Now, obviously, though, I did mention in the tutorial, though, that I cannot have an add-on, though, to where I can actually have actual seats, though. So, luckily for me, though, I used a tactic, though, that I learned from another YouTuber. Which they used it though for making Five Nights at Freddy's Restaurants though in Minecraft as well though. But what I'm actually going to need to do though is I'm actually going to do platform, I'm going to do platform 1 first and then platform 2, 3, then 4 though. So, but what I'm obviously going to need to do though is I'm going to need to also do some revamping though for the what's it called? So, okay, so I'm now going to need to work on the platform areas, though. Now, like I said, though, there's going to need to be walls, though, but I also realized something, though. I need a platform I need a thing right here, though, as well, though. So, I'll leave this, grab this over quick and just find the center point, though. Center point 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. So it's an odd number. That's good. Every time there's an odd number, there's always one single center point. So this is what's going to help me out though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh wait, that's not even touching the tunnel. Like it should be though. So it's actually going to be 26 though, but I don't care. Yeah, it's going to be 26 though, and I don't want it to be 26, so I'm just going to leave it like that though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wait, that's 10. 1, 2. 1, 2. Center point, right here. There we go. Perfect. Now, even though it's not perfectly lined up though with that one there, though, as you can see, it's like 1 block off though. I don't really care though. Kind of do though a little bit, but I'm gonna bump this. I'm gonna bump this like these over to here though, and then bump this over here. There we go. It's just so like it matches like each pattern though as well though. It doesn't need to be perfectly even though, separated apart though. But besides the point though. Now, here's what we're gonna need to do though. Even though I kind of made it sloppy though, like for like the sea lanterns though, and whatnot though, for like the ceiling though. Even though I made it kind of sloppy though, this time though, what I'm actually gonna need to do though is, so I'm actually gonna make sure it's nice and neat though. Now, what we're gonna need to do though is I'm gonna need to get smooth quartz stairs and smooth quartz blocks, of course. I'm also gonna need black stained. No, I don't need ladders. I'm gonna need black stained glass panes. I don't need yeah, I don't need ladders. So I'm gonna stick that there. I'm actually going to not get rid of the grass block. I'm gonna need to keep that, but for right now though, I'm gonna get rid of this, and I don't need that anymore though either, because I have all the platform areas done with. Oh yeah, that's right. I'm also gonna need smooth quartz stairs as well though. Smooth quartz stairs. But now I just realized another problem though. I'm running out of space though. So I'm gonna quickly go grab a chest though. Yeah, I'm going to quickly grab a chest, and I'm going to stick the chest at the end of this tunnel over here, though. And I'm going to stick the chest right here, and stick all the unimportant stuff, though, like all of this stuff, though, in my inventory. It's just so it can help me clear, it's just so it can help clear up, though. Clear all that up, though. Just so I can grab all the materials, though, I'm going to need, though, for this build. It's just gonna make it easier on myself, though. Okay, so I did the platforms already, though. Now I'm gonna need is I'm now gonna need a rail, a minecart, a lever, a piston, which is right here. Then I'm gonna need an end portal frame. There we go. Now, what we're gonna be starting off though with is the platform, though. Of course, though. Now. If I remember, now I don't remember the width of it though. That's the problem. So, but I don't think I need to. Oh wait, I do need tutorials though for like the designs though, and whatnot though, the seating areas though. But I do need more blocks though. But for right now though, I just want to work on the seating. I just want to work on the platforms first though. Okay, so from there it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Which means it is 13 blocks wide, though. But let me just add this one here, though, for the wall, of course. There we go. I'm adding the walls in, though, because the walls are very crucial, though, for a train station. Now, like I said, though, unlike I did for the tutorial, where I just placed them out unevenly though, what I'm gonna do though is before I add the stairs in, well, I'm going to need to make the lights go nice and neat though, like an actual train station. You know? That's what I'm gonna need to do first though. Well, actually, no, I will add the stairs, though, but I'll make sure, like, the lights go in, like, a neat order, though. I will make sure of that, though. There we go, though. So now I need to go out. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. The reason why this one's going out 12, though, but technically 13. Why? Because even though in the middle though, even though it's supposed to be 13 blocks long though, this one is supposed to be, so that's 13, 14 though. But the reason why though is because of the back wall though I'm going to be making. Even the reason why I'm adding that extra block there though. Okay, so now I need to do the same thing over here though. So we need to do, so that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Now, I think I built that up tall enough, though, I think. I don't remember. Okay, I did. Good, 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 good. That's good. I like that. Oop. Hold on a minute. Now, what I'm going to need to do, though, is I'm going to need to... Now, the reason why I'm building all, like, the platforms first, though, is just to make it easier on myself, though, and then, like, the next episode, though, what I can do, though, is the designs, though. In the next episode, though. For each of the platforms, though, because this is going to take me forever to do, though. So, like... So then, like, the next few episodes, though, of the city world, which would be this part, which would be 31, which is this one, 32, and maybe 33, though, would be part of the train station, though. Now, the parking lot, though, is not part of the train station, though. The parking, well, as part of the tutorial, though. The reason why it's not part of it, though, is because I don't know exactly how it's going to look, though, without being on the city world, though. Because the city world, though, it has the exact thing that I need, though. There we go. Now, that platform over there, though, is going to be the tricky one to do, though. Let me explain why. Because since the entrance is going to be over here, though, the parking lot needs to be over here. Because I thought I mapped it out correctly, though, but I didn't, unfortunately. So yeah. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So that needs to go out by one more. Now, here's the other thing, though. What I'm going to need to do, though, is I'm also going to need to make the entryway, though, as well, though. But the entryway, though, I do remember, though, is 3 blocks from the corner, though, and then it goes out like this. I do know that, though. So, I do know that. That's at least something I do know. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Oh, fiddlesticks. There we go. So, and then this goes right here. And then it goes out one more, and then it turns like this. Like that, though. And then now I'm just going to connect it up, though. Like this. Because what I kind of want to do, though, is I kind of want to do, like, the platforms first, though. Like this. And then what I eventually, like, want to do, though, is well, now, what I'm going to need to do, though, is I'm going to, like I mentioned, though, is I'm going to need to possibly make the entryway smaller, though. Yeah, I'm going to need to make the entryway smaller, though, because it's going to run right into the train tracks. I just realized that. Yeah, I didn't realize I was going to be that close to the train tracks. I did not realize that. And that's a major problem. I didn't realize it was going to be that close to the train tracks. So it looks like what I'm going to need to do is I'm going to need to move this entire thing, though. So, yeah, which means I'm not going to be able to have a railroad crossing here, though. So I will need to, like, get rid of this, though. Get rid of it, though, because of how close it is to this, though. So what I'm going to need to do, though, is I'm going to need to kind of, like, like, I'm still gonna keep that right there, though. I'm still gonna keep it, though. But what I need to figure out, but I need to get rid of this one, though, unfortunately. But what I'm gonna need to do, though, is I'm actually going to... Okay, so now I'm gonna need to do, though, is I'm gonna actually work on the stairs next, though. Because by working on the stairs, though, it's gonna make it easier, though, for me to place the ticket machines. So, okay, so if I remember correctly, though, the stairs went up like this, I think. But I don't quite remember, though. I have to play the video, though. But that also reminds me, though, I need to grab out the rest of the materials that I'm going to need, though. So I'm going to need a painting. I'm going to need an iron trap door. Oh, wait, I just realized I'm going to need a stone button as well, though. I just realized that now. Stone button, there it is. And then I'm going to need and I'm going to need both black, and light gray concretes. There we go. Now let's stick all this in my inventory. There we go. Now I need to get to the point, though, where I did the stairs, though. Where's the point where I did the stairs? Now, I could have actually done platform 3, which was over there, as the thing, though. But there's a train track going right through there, which is why I didn't make platform 3 the entryway, because of the train tracks there. Now, I could have added a buffer there, though, to be honest, though. I could have done that, though, but I decided not to. Ouch. That's on my finger. Well, I need to crack, though, but it didn't really feel painful, though. But what I need to do, though, is I need to get to the point, though, where I did the stairs, though. Okay, so here are the stairs, though. Here's now the stairs, though. Now, I did try to find the center point, though. But I do know one thing, though, and that is, it is 3 blocks, though, then the block, and then the 3 stairs, though, going, and then it goes kind of like this, though. But the problem is, though, is it's kind of like this, though. But the problem is, though, it needs to be backed, it needs to go this way a bit more, though. That's the problem, though. It needs to be backed up, though, to, like, let's say back here, though. Yeah. It needs to go back towards here, though. Wait, and that's technically on the wrong block, too, though. Yeah, I did 4 stairs instead of 3. Additional 3, though. No wonder why that threw me off. There we go. And then these go up by 6. So that's 1. So that's 2. 3. 4. 5. Oh, darn it. Hold on. And then, wait, that's 5, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yep. 6. Okay, so now I got the 6 down, though. Alright, now, obviously, though, when I did the roof, though, now, like I mentioned, though, like I'm mentioning right now, though, when I did the roof, though, I want to make sure, like, no one was able to, like, jump onto, like, the roof of the tunnel, though, because of how dangerous that can be. Now, what I'm going to need to do, though, is I'm actually going to need to make the rest of the staircases first, though. Just to make sure, though, that I can line up each one perfectly and correspondingly as well, though. That's what I want to do. So, it is on this block right here for the concrete, though, right? Well, not for the concrete, the quartz, though, right? Yes. So we have 1, 2, 3, then the block, correct? 1, 2, 3, then the block. Yes. Then we have the 3 stairs, and then the block again. Now I'm going to work on each stairwell as well, though. So to make it easier on myself, though. So that's 2. So it's 2. This would be 3. 4. 5. And 6. Perfect. Ooh. Ah. Jeez. Ah. There we go. And what I'm actually going to do is I'm actually going to connect these two up real quick, though. Now, if I also remember correctly, though, it should be like it should be 5 blocks out, though, if I'm remembering correctly, though. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because I think, if I remember correctly, though, it's supposed to be 4 blocks wide, though. But, like I said, I don't quite remember, though, so...
Also, would need to be 1, 2, 3, 4, just 4. No, like, this is 5.
There we go. So the platform should look something a little bit like this, though, a little bit. Okay, so now I need to go back to this block right here. Do the 3 blocks, then the quartz, and then the stairs, and then the quartz. There we go. And then we gotta do the same thing though. This total is 6. So it's 2, 2, 3. That's 4. Wait, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's 4. Here goes number 5. And then here's number 6, the final one. That's perfect. Now, what I might do though. I haven't decided. Now, it's something I didn't do it in the tutorial though, and that is like cover up these stairs though. Right here. I could cover them up though. But I just don't know if I'm gonna do that or not though. But who knows? I might not. I don't know. Now, even though I did it above the tracks though, the reason why I did that though is because it was only part 1 of the platform though, but part 2 of the actual tutorial though. There we go.
walk space.
Yeah, and I even explained the reason why. Now, I had the original idea why, though. I created it to 4 blocks wide. Well, technically 3 blocks wide, though, even though I thought I made it 4 blocks wide. Didn't I make it 4 blocks wide, though?
If it's starting to get crowded, though, you have some more walk space.
Hold on.
This.
Hold on.
Okay, even though this doesn't have support, though, I will
It is 4 blocks wide. I was right. It is 4 blocks wide, I think. Hold on. Let me go double check it real quick, though.
I have a notification on them just in case I need to just make it more stuff. Now we're going to do those. I'm now going to let this overhang on top of the track though. For right now.
So that's the one. So that's the part with the barrier, though.
Until I get done, so with, because what I'm going to do though is I'm going to get done with 2, and then I'm going to get done with 3. But I'm going to need to do stairs. I'm actually going to need to do stairs 2 first though, as well.
So 1, 2, 3. It is 3 blocks wide. It is not 3. It's not 3. It's 4 blocks wide. I messed that up. But luckily, though, I can just break the glass pane, though, because I need to create 1 extra space, though, for it, though. It is actually 4 blocks wide, though, for the it's actually 4 blocks wide, not 3. It was either 3 or 4, though. I couldn't remember, though, so I thought it was 3. But luckily, now I know it's 4, and I just easily fixed it, like so. But now, okay, so now I don't really need the quartz stairs anymore, though, nor the black stained glass panes. But now we're gonna need to work on, though, is wait, what was I gonna work on? Oh yeah, I need the stonework walls, though. This is what's gonna help me with the supports, though, of the stairs. So, and it'll be a 3-block gap, and then the next pillar. Because basically, when I'm doing those, I'm having to line up with the quartz blocks, though. Now, the reason why, though, I'm doing it like this, though, is just so it can give me some leverage, though. And also so the stairs do not collapse either, though, because no one wants to die on stairs. You know? Perfect. Okay. So I don't really need this anymore, though. But now what we're going to need to do, though, is... Now I'm going to work on the ticket machines, though. Oh, wait, hold on. I think... Hold on a minute. How did I do the platform again? Well, like, for, like, the ticket machines, because I think I did the ticket machines before I did the seating, I think. Now, this took a bit of time, though, for me to get done, though, so let me try going towards the end of the video. Okay, so I actually did the seating first. Okay, so what I did first was I actually did the seating area first, though. Oops, these are backwards.